Good evening, friend. Today we are discussing about slip power recovery. In a wound rotor induction motor, we can recover the slip power from the rotor. How you can recover? You can see the diagram. You can see this induction motor having two sources. One is source is fed from the to the starter, and another source is fed to the rotor. This is called double feed source to induction motor. But we are today discussing about slip power recovery. How can you recover the slip power? From the drawing you see, you give a supply to the starter of the induction motor. The motor will be started and producing the flux, and the rotor will be rotated. And the voltage output from the rotor is known as the slip voltage. But how you recover the slip power? When the motor will be running in a 1414 rpm, suddenly you put a brake to the induction motor and motor speed will be reduced to 700. The kinetic energy of the rotor will be dissipated in the form of heat in the rotor. So we have to recover their kinetic energy. When speed from 1440 to 700, the energy lost to the from the rotor to be recovered and feedback to the source. This is known as the slip power recovery. When speed is to be reduced and motor is to be braked, excess kinetic energy can be converted in electrical energy at rotor side and feedback to the source is known as the slip power recovery. You see the arrangement, it is a static system. Then this system is known as Karmer drive system. When motor speed will be reduced, then slip power is fed to the rectifier circuit. It is a 6 number of diode D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6. Then it is known as the diode rectifier circuit. This AC voltage is converted to DC. VD is known as rectifier voltage. Then to smoothing this DC voltage, we are putting a line inductor. This line inductor smoothing the DC voltage. Then this DC voltage will be again converted to AC by inverter. We are using 6 number of thyristor. Then convert this DC supply to AC supply, and this AC supply is fed to a transformer, and transformer is used here to match the system supply voltage and step up the voltage to the system voltage and feed to the system. This is known as the double feed double source induction motor. In this system we can control the rotor speed. From this drawing you can understand that the rectifier voltage is VD and the line inductor current is ID, and the inverter voltage is V1. When we know from this drawing, VD is proportional to your slip. If slip is increased, then VD is increased. If slip is decreased, then VD will be decreased. And we also know slip is directly proportional to your torque. We know that if we know ID is directly proportional to your torque. If ID will be increased, torque will be increased. Torque we know is flux into I into sine theta. Some cases I square sine theta. So torque is directly proportional to the current. From this circuit, if you decrease the inverter voltage, then increase the current. If you increase the current, then the torque will be increased. From this method, it is a starting method. From this method, we can increase or decrease the speed of a rotor, and also we can recover the kinetic energy from this rotor and feedback to the source. This is known as the slip power recovery system. Then you have a confusion there. You might be a confusion. What is the slip power? We can discussing about the what is slip power. What is slip power? We know PM mechanical power
equal to air gap power minus rotor power. And we also very common formula Pm equal to 1 minus S into Pg, where Pm equal to mechanical power, Pg equal to air gap power, and PR equal to rotor power or source power observe or inject. So from this formula you can put 1 minus S, that is Pg into S Pg equal to Pg minus PR, just substituting in this equation. So Pg cancel, PR equal to S into Pg. This is known as the slip power. Slip power. From this equation we know SPG, slip power, increase, the speed will be decrease. The slip power is nothing, it is the power which can produce by the rotor. Thank you, friend.